What is up, Scorpio? How are you guys doing? It is time to see how the energy is looking for you guys in the first week of December. And like I've been telling everybody else, I apologize, y'all. I know I am way behind on this. This was a really heavy Mercury retrograde. And now we're having a really heavy full moon during post shadow. Things are pretty intense right now. But yeah, I do not like being behind on my work, so we got to knock this shit out. Anyway, for those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. All right, let's see how the energy is looking. How's the energy looking, universe? Between Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. How's it looking? Emperor reverse. Some of you dealing with an Aries, possibly. Doesn't have to be. That's just the energy. Oh, two of wands reversed. I think you all are mirroring each other. Yeah. It's kind of looking like one person has made a decision. It looks like y'all have made opposite decisions. Okay. So when we have the Empress upright and the Emperor reversed, that's when I'm going to say you all are mirroring each other. And it looks like one person has made a decision that they want to reconcile, and the other person has made the decision that they're ready to slam the door shut on this and just be done with it. Honestly, these energies could go both ways. I'm not going to lie, this feels like your energy. Wanting to slam the door shut on this and be done with it. Done with it. I mean, you may not want to, but I feel like that's what you're doing. Especially if you've been on and off. I know that's not all of you, but I know it's a handful of you. And you just don't want to go on and off again. You don't want to spin around in that circle again. I get it. So, some of you could be concerned that somebody is using black magic. That doesn't come through very often, but when it does, I have to say it. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you dealt with somebody that you know dabbles in metaphysics and esoterics and is likely to try to throw a ball of negative energy at you to harm you for their own selfish gain, do not feed it fear. Do not feed it anger. Okay? Don't do that. You have to understand that these people who do this kind of stuff are the toddlers of the universe. Okay? It's very much like the energy when a little kid wants a candy bar at the store and mommy says no. So he throws on the ground and starts flailing his arms and legs and kicking. That's the universal energy of people who throw black magic at you. Um, the only thing you need to know is the difference between your energy and an external energetic invasion. That's all you need to know. All you need to know. And sometimes it can be tricky depending on how slow it creeps up on you, because it creeps up from underneath the pit of your unconscious mind and slowly overtakes your conscious mind from underneath. And it's so slow and clandestine that you might not even realize it, right? And the way it works is the person throwing the negative energy at you isn't the one who's harming you, okay? What it does is it triggers you to harm yourself. That's the way it works. So I know this not all of you, but I know there's a couple of you because every time I say this, I get somebody in my inbox or somebody that gets a reading about it. Reject the energy. It's that simple. You got to identify it first, though. But as soon as you identify that and you get better with practice, you reject the energy. This is not my energy. This energy is not welcome here. It's not wanted here. It's not needed here. I am returning it back to wherever it came from with love and light over and over and over. It has to leave. It has to abide by universal law. And it's going to find its way back to him. It's going to find its way back to him, anyways. That's the thing that these little toddlers don't understand is that they are fucking themselves up bad by doing that. It's coming back to them. Ain't no maybe. It's coming back. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, could be 5 years from now. But it's coming back to them and it's going to hit them hard. It's going to hit them harder than they could have ever hit you. It's going to hit them threefold. 3 times what they threw at you is what's going to be thrown back at them. That's just the way it works. Any vibrations that you cast are returned back to you. But when you cast vibrations with intention, that's when it comes back threefold, whatever it is you threw out. Anyway, I had to say that. I know somebody needed to hear that. But regardless, even if you aren't concerned about black magic, I still feel like the person you're dealing with is somehow trying to figure out a way to manipulate the situation. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. I also have Aquarius, Taurus, and Cancer. But like I said, could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right. Let's see their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Fool card again. Page of Wands. This person is incredibly immature. You know that, right? These are arguably the most immature characters in the entire tarot, the major and minor arcana. They already know what they want to say to you. Page of Pentacles. They constantly be doing shit to try to get your attention. Constantly. They're more heartbroken than you know, too. But this kind of feels like the type of person that would create a problem and then play the victim with the problem they created, right? You already know that. You already know that. And Magician again. Some of y'all definitely dealing with somebody. There's definitely a few people in there dealing with somebody who dabbles in metaphysics and esoterics. Just, if anything else, just rest easy knowing, even if it does happen to have a negative impact in your life, I promise you, there's only a handful of things you will ever hear me promise you. And one of those things is it's going to fuck them up worse than they ever intended to fuck you up. Period. End of discussion. There ain't no protection they're going to be able to use. There ain't no spell or affirmation. It's not the way it works. It's going to find its way back to them. Anyway, though, yeah, this person, yes, they do have feelings for you. Yes, they do. Absolutely. I just think this person is insanely immature. It's kind of like, when a little kid in fucking junior high falls in love, in their heart and in their mind, they believe that they are in love and they are crazy in love. But it's like really, really, really insanely immature love, right? Insanely. Let's get some advice. Advice, 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 advice. You know what that means, right? That's what that means. Shh. Don't respond. Don't fight back. Don't defend yourself. Don't explain yourself. Don't get out there and desperately try to address any rumors, you know? And some of you I know may be in a situation where you kind of have to do some of those things, in which case be very careful about your energetic pathway if you do that. But if it's possible, if you don't absolutely have to explain yourself for anything, like just shh, quiet. 99% of you don't. Just because somebody thinks something about you doesn't mean that you have to defend yourself. See, because what they're doing for a lot of you is they're trying to get some kind of reaction out of you for several reasons, to let them know they still have power over you. And if they can get a negative enough reaction out of you, they can use that to justify the shit that they're trying to talk. If they can get you to act all crazy and mad and angry and pissed off, they can say, "See, I told you Scorpio's fucking crazy. Look at them. Look how they're acting." Shh, quiet. Shh. They will expose themselves. The hardest thing to do is step back and let the universe fight your battle for you. That's the hardest thing to do. And the reason why it's hard is because it's slow. It's very slow. You have to step back, be quiet, and trust that the universe is fighting for you. And it is. It is. The universe can bring things upon this person that you couldn't dream of bringing upon them. You know what the best revenge is? Healing. That's the best revenge. Nothing, and I mean nothing, digs up under a toxic person's skin more than seeing you heal, move on, and do better. Silence, letting them know that they have no power over you. They can't trigger you. You're healing. You're doing better. I'm telling you, telling you, it'll eat them alive from the inside, dude. Eat them alive. All right, gear shifting time. Let's see how it's looking with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Single Scorpios and your love interest. Boom, boom. Woohoo! Oh shit! Oh damn dog! What's happening here? Does that have something to do with this? Huh? A little three of cups though. Ooh, I'm feeling like there's somebody else in the mix here. And I think the majority of you aren't aware of it. Now, I'm saying that very vaguely for a reason. I'm not saying third party. I'm not even saying that it's another lover, but there's some other person that's in the mix here creating a blockage. And I think it's intentional. I think so. But who knows? Somehow, some way, though, this situation is being influenced by somebody else. And it doesn't look pretty. Doesn't look pretty. Ooh, got a snake in the grass. There's a snake in the grass. Trying to bring drama. I think somebody's trying to sabotage this. Yup, I think so. Somebody trying to sabotage this. And hey, you know the way I look at situations like this? If I'm with someone and you're able to sabotage it, That's not my person, anyways. Try as you may, you ain't going to be able to sabotage a relationship with me and my divine life partner. Try as you may. I wish you would. I would have fun watching you try that. You're going to look stupid as shit. So if it can be sabotaged, that ain't your person. Let's see this person's truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Knight of coins reversed. King of Wands reversed. Well, this person, okay. All right. So I do feel like they are ready to find a life partner and settle down. They absolutely are. I'm thinking for a lot of you, I know this isn't all of you, but it's screaming at me. For a lot of you, this person's ex is trying to sabotage this. But anyway, I do think this person is trying to find a life partner and settle down. I just don't know if they possess the emotional maturity to be able to do that. Because we got the Ten of Cups in this person's intentions. We got the Lover's card in this person's intentions. We got the Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Tower card. So they are trying to move on from the past, walk away from the past, and they're ready to find something new and settle down. But I just don't know if they're mature enough. So the question is, knowing their intentions, does that excuse their behavior? That's the question. And there is no right or wrong answer. Totally 100% up to you. That's why I read intentions, to let you decide whether or not you want to excuse shitty behavior. We all see things differently. Now, I think everybody should have boundaries and everybody should have deal breakers, okay? If I know where you're coming from, I'll let that slide. But if you cross the line, fuck your intentions. It's done. You crossed the line. Fuck that. Where do we draw that line? That's different for everybody. I guess let's just see what advice we got here. Hang on, I'm gonna grab that super chat in a second. Hold up. Stacy, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get the advice. What advice do we have for Scorpio? Devil card reversed. Ten of Cups. Okay, well, all I can really give you is energy advice here, and energy advice is hard to give. It's really hard to give. So I can't tell you how to do this. All I can tell you is this is what needs to be done. You need to find within you a place of balance and neutrality. Okay. Now there's quantum physics that goes into how all this works. I'm not going to dig into that. I don't give that information away for free because people just throw it away and don't do anything with it. That's only for the people who really want to know. Find a place of balance and neutrality. Okay. I'm cool if it works. I'm cool if it don't. I'm okay. I'm cool. Create a sense of transparency. Okay. Transparency is very, very important. You don't have to be spiritually awake to feel energy. So it doesn't matter if this person's a complete and total idiot. It doesn't matter if they are spiritually dead asleep. Everybody can feel authenticity and transparency. And you have to let it be known. I'm cool if it works. I'm cool if it don't. I'm not afraid of being alone. I don't need you. I would like to have you as a part of my life. I would love that. But I'm not going to fight to keep you in my life. I am not going to run and chase after you. I'm not going to beg and plead. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. If you want to walk out that door, go right ahead. I'm not afraid of being alone. That lets them know I'm not playing games with you. I'm not here to waste your time, and I'm not letting you waste my time. Right? That energy, that rock solid integrity creates massive transparency. When you create an ambiance and an aura of authenticity and transparency, the only people who won't see your true intentions are the people who don't want to. Oh, and there are plenty of them out there. Oh, there are plenty of them out there. People are going to see you the way they want to see you. The question is, how do you want to see me? Because I'm showing you the truth. I'm showing you pure authenticity and transparency. 100%. Right? You're going to see me the way you want to see me. And that's all there is to it. The way you see me tells me everything I need to know about you. If a person wants to see the good in you, when you know you're being authentic and transparent, they'll see the good in you. But if somebody wants to see the bad in you, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter. It don't matter. We can all think of some people out there who do very good things, but people want to see nothing but the bad. So it doesn't matter what they do. They could cure cancer, give everybody on the planet $10 million. They would still bitch and complain. That's how it is when people want to see negativity. So I think that if you can show this person that you really do mean business, find that place of balance, neutrality, and abundance, nobody will be able to sabotage this. Nobody will. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. And this could turn into something that has the potential for massive, massive, massive success. All right. Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.